Good evening, everybody, and welcome back once again to Upper St. Clair High School, home of the Panthers, for girls basketball night. We're coming to you on Thursday, January 5th, 2006, our first home game of the new year. My name is Kevin McGahee, and I'm assisted by cameraman Nate Rubin. We'll bring you tonight's game between the homestanding Panthers of Upper St. Clair and the Lady Macs of Canon-McMillan High School, a short distance away. One town away into Washington County, but so far having a pretty good basketball season. Canon Mac comes into our game tonight with an overall record of 8-3 and a Section 4 Quad A record of 1-2. The Upper St. Clair Panthers win with an overall record of 6-4 and an identical section record of 1-2. This is the first meeting of the year for both teams, and it'll be their fourth section game. Now that the preliminaries are over, we'll take a break for the national anthem, and we'll be right back to get the game underway. And that'll get us underway here tonight. We'll have the opening tip-off in just a couple of seconds. Let me set the starting lineups for you. First, for the visiting Lady Macs of Canon-McMillan, they start 2 seniors and 3 sophomores. Not a junior amongst the starting lineup, though they do have plenty on the bench. You'll see number 3, sophomore Natasha Williams. Number 21 is a senior, 5'7" Jessica Fries. Another sophomore, number 22, Brittany Taylor. 5'8" to 5'9" Cameron Jones. Number 24 is also a sophomore, and the centers, and you'll see number 33, Jessica Schreffler. For the Upper St. Clair Panthers, it's a different starting lineup than we've seen in some previous home games this time. We still see senior Katie Wood, number 44, junior Brittany Howie, number 33, doing the center tap. Alex Jaffe, the one missing element tonight. We'll see sophomore Megan McLean, number 40, starting in her place. Number 12 is junior Christy Gaber, and number 3 is sophomore Alex Gensler, who's been having quite a season here. The tip-off is underway. Canon Mac comes out with the first tip. Down the floor, and an easy left-handed layup. Number 22, Brittany Taylor, draws first blood for the Lady Macs. It's 2-0. They've got a full court zone pressure going on here. Upper St. Clair's going to have to do their best to pass around that. They do. They bring it across the timeline. Alex Gensler passes it off the hands of sophomore Megan McLean. But there it is off a Canon Mac hand of Natasha Williams. Out of bounds. Possession stays with the Panthers. And this will be sophomore Alex Gensler, number 2, bringing it into Christy Gaber in the backcourt. Across the timeline once again to Megan McLean. Looking for help. There's Christy Gaber. Canon Mac has shifted to man-to-man once St. Clair got the ball across the timeline. So it looks like we're playing a zone press full court, and in the half court it'll be man-to-man. Brittany Howie with the first attempt and bucket with the assist from Alex Gensler. First 2 points of the night for Brittany Howie, and that evens the game at 2-2 real early here. The first minute's not even gone. 7:15 left to go, first quarter here. Lady Macs with their second possession. Patient with the ball outside. St. Clair right now in a 1-3-1 zone. See what answer Canon Mac might have to that. Passing around it is one way to go about it, but it really relies on somebody quick being able to get underneath on that 1-3-1. And right there it is. It's passed down low off the hands of Cameron Jones. In back, the possession goes to St. Clair on the turnover. Alex Gensler, left side, drives toward the bucket. Into defense, into all kinds of trouble down there, into the long arms of Cameron Jones and Brittany Taylor. But the ball remains out of bounds. St. Clair bringing the ball under their own basket. Alex Gensler indicating Wood for a 3 from the baseline. Clatters off the rim. And rebound snatched out of there by Cameron Jones and marches it across the timeline for another offensive possession for the Lady Macs. Natasha Williams holding the ball, takes a long three-pointer, clangs off the rim into the hands of Katie Wood, senior forward for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Bring it quickly across the timeline. Christy Gaber passed it to Katie Wood, and it sort of launched right over her head. I think Katie thought there was somebody over there to her right that Christy was passing to. And that turnover sends the ball back to Canon-McMillan. Brittany Taylor, number 22, brings the ball inbounds. Natasha Williams eases the ball across the timeline. Right side. Looking for help. Upper St. Clair stays in that 1-3-1 zone. The 1-3-1 zone gives you basically 4 places to shoot. 2 of them way away from the bucket, 2 deep underneath. And traps are the order of the day. If they can just ease their way into the corners of that 1-3-1 zone, it's a 2-man trap. And Canon-McMillan's taking their sweet time looking for help here. They've got the stack play on. We heard that coach all the way across here. We'll find out what the stack play is here in a minute. Weak side stack, everybody on one side. Getting that ball down low into the teeth of the Upper St. Clair defense. Canon-Mac puts up what I thought was a wild shot, but sure enough, it clatters up and off and around the rim, and Jessica Schreffler scores her first 2 of the night, and that makes it just a 4-2 Canon-Mac lead. 5:25 left, first quarter. Alex Genser out high against the Canon-Mac man-to-man. Left-handed Megan McLean also out looking for help. Working around Katie Wood, who came out way high for that. Christy Gaber and Megan McLean looking for picks and open up that area down low. And Megan McLean on the right. Back to sophomore Alex Genser looking for help, looking for some space down low. Not really happening. That's a tough zone. Alex Genser with the ball down low. Up and off the backboard. Gets her own rebound. Back up again off the rim. And Alex Genser thought she had it there for a minute. Didn't quite come away with it. Canon-Mac snatches it out of the air in the hands of Cameron Jones. Drives right down the length of the court. Double pump fake by Natasha Williams draws a Upper St. Clair foul. That's Christy Gaber, junior guard, with that first personal foul for St. Clair. Her first team foul. It'll be Natasha Williams at the line, shooting 2. Clatters the first one in. 5-2 Canon-Mac lead right now. Still real early, first quarter. 3 minutes, 20 seconds gone. Natasha Williams with her second free throw attempt. Up and swishes through. 4-point lead for the Lady Macs at 6-2 right now as St. Clair brings the ball up against the zone pressure. Christy Gaber cross court to Megan McLean. Down low to Katie Wood for the left-handed jumper from about 8 feet, and Katie Wood drains it. Katie Wood, her first bucket of the night, and it's a 6-4 Canon-Mac lead. 4:23 left, first quarter. Natasha Williams with the ball. Gets it right back outside the 3-point line against the 1-3-1 zone, and that's how it works. Alex Genser with long arms passes off to Christy Gaber with a sort of a reverse layup off the rim into the hands of Katie Wood for the beautiful left-handed layup. Katie Wood standing at the exact right place at the exact right time, and the easy layup ties up the game at 6-6. 4 minutes gone, first quarter. Halfway through the first quarter, Lady Macs with the ball. 24 the center, Cameron Jones way out front. That's where you want her. You don't want her down low. Upper St. Clair with the pressure defense and results in a tied-up ball. Possession arrow favors the Panthers. Upper St. Clair comes up with that one. There's a substitution for Canon-Mac. Sophomore Lauren Omrine, number 44 in the game. Canon-Mac's got a tall team here. You'll see a lot of these. They have one 6-footer, 3 at 5'11", and 1 at 5'10". From a height standpoint, they're much taller than the Upper St. Clair Panthers, but let's see what the Panthers have got in store for them. Christy Gaber with a long 3-pointer, drains that 3. And that'll loosen up some of the defense right there. Christy Gaber with a beautiful 3-pointer, and Upper St. Clair has their first lead at 9-6. And let's see what that 1-3-1 can produce now. It got a steal last time with that double team. Number 21 with a 3-pointer. Clatters off the rim into the hands of Lauren Omrine. That one rattles off the rim down to St. Clair. That could have easily been a walk. Christy Gaber got it to Megan McLean, who double clutched into the block. Brittany Taylor shacked her on that one. It looked good until Christy Gaber got her feet tied up a little bit, and the fast break turned into a little bit of a slower break. Jessica Schreffler back on the floor this time. Jessica Fries takes a seat on the bench. Katie Wood from the right side that time. About a 12-footer, 6 points now for Katie Wood, who, with a couple of exceptions this season, has been St. Clair's high scorer, most reliable, especially from down on the baseline. And that opens up the lead to 5 points for the Panthers at 11-6 over the Lady Macs. Lady Macs passing the ball around this 1-3-1 zone, looking for the zone to shift and create some space, but so far it's not working. They haven't found a way to get by this 1-3-1. A long three-pointer that time. Natasha Williams with the shot, and it clangs off the rim to the far side into the hands of Alex Gensler with a rebound. Megan McLean gets it over the timeline, and Upper St. Clair sets up the offense again with 2:20 left first quarter and an 11-6 Panther lead. Alex Gensler down low. Christy Gaber on the move. Katie Wood out high, way at the top of the key. Not from there, but there's a lot of good ball movement and foot movement by the Panthers. Megan McLean takes it into the lane and draws a personal from Canon-Mac. That'll be number 33, Jessica Schreffler. On the hold, that'll be her first personal. First team foul, no real threat there. And substitution, Canon-Mac's got a lot coming in and out here. Jessica Fries, senior, back on the floor, and Laura Omrine takes a seat on the bench. Christy Gaber at the timeline. Alex Gibbs with a nice ball fake, the nice ball movement, the crossover dribble. Keeps them on their toes. The pass into Katie Woods lost control into the hands of Jessica Schreffler. Canon-Mac on the move. Megan McLean with a rebound that time. Throws it right into the back of Christy Gaber's head, but had dragged a foot in the process, knowing that Christy wasn't quite looking for the pass. So the ball turnover sends the ball back to the Lady Macs under their own basket. Brittany Taylor takes the ball, Brittany Taylor takes the ball out of bounds into Cameron Jones with a lovely 6-foot jumper. Her first 2 points of the night. 11-8, 3-point Panther lead. 1:38 left, first quarter. It's against that full court zone pressure. Now they'll settle back into the man-to-man. Christy Gaber with an 8-foot jumper from the lane. Into the hands of Brittany Howie comes down with a rebound. Let's see what happened here. She got grabbed by somebody. Number 33, Jessica Schreffler for the Lady Macs with her second personal foul, second team foul. And Alex Gensler brings the ball in out of bounds for the Panthers under their own basket. Hoping for an easy one here, not quite that time. Comes out high to Christy Gaber. Back to Alex Gensler. Moving screen personal foul by Christy Gaber. Her second and second team foul. Looks like a substitution getting ready here. Laura Fitzgerald, another junior guard, will be coming in probably for Christy Gaber with 2 personals this early in the game. 1 minute 10 left in the first quarter, an 11-8 Panther lead. Pretty good ball movement by the Macs right now. There's a nice jumper drained there by Brittany Taylor. Her second bucket, 4 points of the night for Brittany. That brings the St. Clair lead down to 1 at 11-10. And Katie Wood lucked out there. She put that pass right into the hands of Brittany Taylor, and it came right back into Katie Wood's hands. Great luck there with the Panthers keeping control. Katie Wood with the ball again. Very tight Canon-Mac defense. Alex Gensler up with a 15-foot jumper, no good. Off the rim into the hands of Cameron Jones, bringing the ball down back to the Canon-Mac. Let's see if they make it last shot. They have 32 seconds left in the quarter. Into the teeth of that 1-3-1 zone. The baseline's where it can be open. Cameron Jones again, her second bucket. 4 points for her, and it's suddenly a 1-point Canon-Mac lead. A 5-point deficit turns into a 1-point lead. And St. Clair looking for the last shot of the quarter. 11 seconds to go. 10 now. 9. Christy Gaber outside the 3-point line. 6 seconds. Megan McLean better do something quicker. That time's going to go away. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. Long shot by Christy Gaber. Finds nothing but air. And a very interesting first quarter. Ends up with a 1-point Canon-Mac lead at 12-11. And even with these tight defenses, that's a pretty good bit of scoring against some pretty good defenses like that. The scoring so far, sophomore Brittany Taylor, number 22, has 4 points for Canon-Mac. Number 24, Cameron Jones, the 5'9" sophomore, 4 points for her. Natasha Williams, number 3, 2 points, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And number 33, Jessica Schreffler, in there with 2. For the Upper St. Clair Panthers, our leading scorer is Katie Wood with 3 buckets so far and 6 points. Christy Gaber with that delightful 3-pointer she drained from way outside, in there with 3. And Brittany Howie, the junior center, in with, she scored the first points of the game. 2 for Brittany. That all adds up to 11. Nobody in any, well, actually, no team in any serious foul trouble, but Christy Gaber, junior guard for Upper St. Clair, has 2 personal fouls, as does number 33 for Canon-Mac. That's Jessica Schreffler. Let's see if they show up on the floor here to start the second quarter. Nope, but I do see a couple of substitutions. There's one substitution. Emily Miller, number 11 for Canon-Mac. She's a 5'11 senior. She's on the floor now. Other than that, there's people we already saw. Maureen Hanlon, number 34. Their 6-foot center has checked, and I imagine that's how they're going to try to beat this 1-3-1 zone. And the Lady Macs start off with possession in the second quarter, nursing a 12-11 lead over the homestanding Upper St. Clair Panthers. Download Emily Miller. In low, that's Maureen Hanlon who came in. Number 21, Jessica Fries, took the shot, falls into the hands of Emily Miller, who goes up for the putback and is fouled, did not make the shot. Brittany Howie, number 33 with a personal by Upper St. Clair, prevented an easy layup. And let's see what Emily Miller's got. She gets 2 free throws. Clatters the first one off the rim and off the backboard. No good. Lead remains 11-10. She squares up for a second free throw. Off the back of the rim and back into the hands of... That was kind of acrobatic. Brittany Taylor came down with the ball, fell down to the floor, and then lofted it right into the hands of Nora Fitzgerald. She is substituted for Christy Gaber. She was going to do that before the end of the quarter. Didn't quite make it. Alex Gensler with a long three-pointer. Finds no rim, finds the backboard. No good into the hands of Natasha Williams, who hustles it down the floor. Brittany Taylor drove right into the teeth of the Upper St. Clair zone and found nothing but the long arms of Brittany Howie. No bucket there, and St. Clair rebound brings the ball right back to our side of the half court. 1 minute gone, second quarter. Nora Fitzgerald looking for help against that man-to-man defense. Alex Gensler with an acrobatic save, kept the ball from going out of bounds, takes about a 12-foot jumper, no good. Brittany Howie with a rebound. The putback goes up and rolls off the rim that time, and Brittany tried to get that back, didn't quite make it, rolls off her hand out of bounds to Canon-Mac. Cameron Jones back on the floor for the Lady Macs. Jessica Fries will take a break. Been pretty fluid substituting by the Lady Macs tonight. Only one St. Clair substitution. That's because Christy Gaber got in foul trouble. Natasha Williams easing the ball up the floor. Brittany Taylor back to Natasha. Way down low, that's where it's open. That's a 2-pointer if it didn't go. Cameron Jones with the rebound and the putback. Clatters off the rim. Sophomore Megan McLean with the rebound. Stolen right away by Emily Miller. Shot put up by Canon-Mac. Must have gone off of either Brittany Howie or Alex Gensler's hands. Rebound out of bounds to the Lady Macs under their own basket. That'll be Cameron Jones bringing the ball in. Then the long arms of Alex Gensler come away with another one. You'll see that a lot. Alex has had steals upon steals this season. Personal foul, a blocking foul. Brittany Taylor picks up her first foul, a blocking foul. Her first personal, third team foul. Each team has 3. Megan McLean across the timeline to Alex Gensler. High at the top of the key to Brittany Howie. Bothered by Maureen Hanlon there. Gets it down low to Katie Wood for the left hand. Scooper in and out. Doesn't get much more in than that. But it oozes off the rim into the hands of Cameron Jones for the fast break. No bucket there by the Lady Macs. Giving the St. Clair Panthers time to set back up the 1-3-1 zone. Nora Fitzgerald handling things. A long three-point attempt by Natasha Williams. Bangs off the rim and back into the hands. Another offensive rebound, this time by Brittany Taylor, who puts up the long shot. And another long rebound, offensive rebound by the Lady Macs. And this one will be a turnover unless Nora Fitzgerald get to it first. Over and back call, turnover, sends the ball back to the Panthers. It's been a wild minute and a half here in the second quarter, but there's been not a point scored. Despite back and forth action here, Jessica Fries checks back in for the Lady Macs. Nora Fitzgerald in the backcourt against the man-to-man pressure of Natasha Williams. Looking for a cutter, looking for help. Alex Gensler took her eye off the ball just then. She was right at the sideline. Took her eye off the ball to try to see about making a pass. Didn't quite make it. Dribbled out of bounds. And it's off to Canon-Mac. 2 substitutions now. Number 44, Lauren Omrine's back on the floor for Lady Macs. And sophomore Andrea Pion, number 20, makes her first appearance for the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers. Natasha Williams takes her time getting the ball across the timeline. Out high. Looking for those open spots down low against the 1-3-1 zone. The Panthers looking for a trap if they'll just come into the corner and get close enough for the trapping zone defense. Not much action happening here. Nora Fitzgerald bottling the ball out front. There it comes across. There it comes. Oh, looked pretty decent from here. That ball found the open spot down low with Lauren Omrine. Personal foul committed by number 20, fresh in the game, Andrea Pion. Her first personal, fourth team foul. Still no threat for a bonus situation or anybody in foul trouble, but it does give a two-shot foul to Lauren Omrine. And Lauren puts one up that finds nothing but air. She gets a second. Still 12-11. Drains that one through off the front, off the back rim, gets it through. That gives a 2-point lead. Lauren Amrine with the bucket just then. Andrea Pion gets the ball across the timeline. Nora Fitzgerald on the left side looking for help. That tough man-to-man defense is bothering the Panthers. They've been pretty successful getting through it, but it's been a while since we scored here. 3 minutes ago by with no score. Brittany Howie comes up with what ended up being a tip ball right back into her own hands for a short little layup from the right side. And Brittany Howie has her second bucket of the game. 4 points for Brittany and a tie game at 13-13. 4 minutes 25 left, second quarter. Brittany Taylor back out high. Cameron Jones with that long three-point attempt falls out the front of the rim, but another offensive rebound for the Lady Macs. And maybe a foolish foul, a reach-in foul by Andrea Pion. She got caught leaning the wrong way and didn't follow with her feet. Tried to stop her with her arm. That's a personal foul, a clutching foul. Senior, we don't see her very often, but senior number 3, Alex Lostetter's in the game. Substituting for Andrea Pion. Natasha Williams way out high with the ball. Looking for movement, looking for an opening down low. Long three-point attempt. Again, bangs off them into the hands of Canon-McMillan. So far, the Lady Panthers have been out-rebounded by a pretty wide margin. There's a penetration pass inside. Results in a tied-up ball, and possession goes to Upper St. Clair. Another substitution. Now we're starting to see some familiar faces. Emily Miller, number 11 for the Lady Macs, back on the floor, and Lauren Amrine goes out. Alex Lostetter brings the ball in against the full-court zone press. Edging the ball down the floor. Alex into the arms of Brittany Taylor, and out of bounds. Ball remains with the Panthers. 3:36 to go, second quarter. 13-13 tie. Defenses have taken over here in the second quarter, and scoring has been at a premium. The Panthers have scored 2, and the Lady Macs only 1 in almost 5 minutes of play here in the second quarter. Alex Lostetter to Alex Genser on the right side. To Katie Wood at the free throw line. With a left-handed dribble, gets to the bucket that time, and draws a foul. Number 11, that's Emily Miller. Emily's first personal foul, fourth team foul, and senior Katie Wood gets to the line to shoot 2. And break this 13-13 tie, and that one rattled around all the way around the rim and out. No good. She gets one more. Swishes that one through. Nice form, nice backspin, and it's a 1-point Upper St. Clair lead with 3:20 left now, second quarter. Lady Macs bringing the ball up against the 1-3-1 zone. St. Clair has not changed their defense all game long. That 1-3-1 seems to be working. As the Lady Macs, that's, I think, is her first three-pointer of the game. Number 3, Natasha Williams with that. 5 points for Natasha. That's the first three-pointer of the game for them. Nora Fitzgerald drives into traffic and draws a grabbing foul. It's a hold from somebody. Had a choice of 2. We'll find out which one gets charged with a foul here. Number 3, that's Natasha Williams, with her first personal, 5th team foul, 5 team fouls. Possession stays with Upper St. Clair. Just under 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Alex Lostetter out high. Nora Fitzgerald on the right side. Pressure defense out there. Now Nora's in trouble, and sure enough, she was in a little trouble time-wise, and Coach Ernie Kuntz wisely takes the timeout. That's when you want the rest of the offense to be charging toward the person who's in trouble with that ball, so they got a target to throw to. It wasn't quite happening. Nora just about was getting double-teamed way up at that high corner, a dangerous place to be. So the timeout preserves the possession for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, and it's a 30-second timeout, just a quickie, to get our offense reset and get the ball back in play. 2:47 left, second quarter. It's only a 2-point Lady Mac lead. And we'll reset. Looks like there's no substitutions. Nope, for either side. Same five for both squads that were just on the floor. Alex Gensler, sophomore, brings the ball in at half court, in the backcourt to Nora Fitzgerald. We'll bring it up against the man-to-man pressure of Natasha Williams. Alex Gensler, left side. Alex lost it as she did. Alex lost it, let it fall off the side of her hand. She dribbled it on the timeline, and that's an over and back call and the turnover. Turnover sends the ball back to the Lady Macs with second quarter. Bringing the ball into Natasha Williams, who edges it across the timeline. Looks to me like St. Clair's going to let them shoot from out there. Lady Macs have not had a good shooting night from three, and Jessica Fries just lost that one off her hand. The ball comes down to Nora Fitzgerald from Alex Genser, who goes up for a layup and didn't quite make it through the defense. That ball was no good. And Lady Macs bring it back down with 2 minutes to go, second quarter. Looking for something to break here. It's only a 16-14 Lady Mac lead here with just 2 minutes to go in the first half. And another three-pointer, a long three-pointer by number 3, Natasha Williams. 8 points for Natasha and a 5-point Canon-Mac lead at 19-14. 1:45 left, second quarter. Alex Genser with the ball with a route right down Main Street, but Katie Wood with what I thought was an open left-handed layup. Put it up just short, didn't make it, and the rebound falls off the hands of Maureen Hanlon. Out of bounds, and St. Clair's got another shot at it. They've got the line play on for the inbounds play, looking for an easy layup. Alex Gensler looking for help into the hands of Brittany Howie, left side. Out fronting into Nora Fitzgerald, 1:33 left. Second quarter, Alex Gensler. Ball over her head, out high, looking for help. There's Nora Fitzgerald way on the right. So she's a good three-point shooter. Not this time, though. Brittany Howie to Katie Wood from 16 feet into Alex Gensler. Up for the right-handed layup. And in traffic makes that one. Katie Wood with a lovely assist. Alex Gensler with her first two of the night. Cuts the lead down to 3. It's 19-16. Two-pointer that time. Brittany Taylor with the long two-point shot that time. 6 points for Brittany. And it's back to a 5-point lead, 21-16 for Canon-Mac. And there's a tied-up ball. There's a double-team defense. Nora Fitzgerald couldn't get out of that one, and the tied-up ball results in a possession change. This time the arrow is in favor of the Lady Macs. Maureen Hanlon with the ball in to Natasha Williams. Taking her time across the timeline. 5-point Canon-Mac lead, 48 seconds to go. First half. Working it out front. Thought she might take the three-pointer again. This time the three-pointer's taken by Jessica Fries. She misses, but another offensive rebound comes in the hands of Maureen Hanlon. But the defensive rebound this time to the St. Clair Panthers. Alex Lostetter with the ball. 25 seconds to go. Down to Alex Gensler. Looking for Brittany Howie, but it's streaking. Brittany Taylor got her hand in the way of that one, and Canon-Mac will be able to set up for the last shot. 12 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 6 seconds to go. They're going to be taking a long shot here. It's just a question of who. That is Jessica Fries with a long shot. clangs off the rim, and the first half ends with a 5-point Canon-McMillan lead at 21-16. We'll be back in a little bit to recap the first half scoring and foul situation for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Greetings again, everybody. I'm Kevin McGahey, back with my cameraman Nate Rubin, set to start the second half of tonight's January 5th, 2006 Section 4 contest between the Canon-Mac Lady Macs and the homestanding Panthers of Upper St. Clair. Here's a quick scoring summary. First for the visiting Lady Macs. Leading all scorers is their number 3, Natasha Williams, with two long three-pointers and 2 for 2 from the free throw line for a total of 8 points. Number 22, sophomore Brittany Taylor, 3 field goals, total 6 points. Sophomore Cameron Jones, 2 buckets and 4 points. Jessica Schreffler, she's a senior, in there with 1 bucket, 2 points. And Lauren Amrine, 1 of 2 from the free throw line for a single point. As for the personal foul situation, Jessica Schreffler, number 33, has 2 personal fouls. Brittany Taylor, number 22, with 1. Emily Miller with 1. And number 3, Natasha Williams, also with 1. For the Upper St. Clair Panthers, there have been 4 scorers tonight. The usually reliable Katie Wood, as usual, is in there as leading scorer with 7 points, 3 field goals, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Brittany Howie, sophomore center, 2 field goals, total of 4 points. Christy Gaber had 1 gorgeous long three-pointer for a total, that's it for her, total of 3 points. And sophomore Alex Genser in with 1 field goal, 2 points. For the personal foul situation, number 12, Christy Gaber, has 2 personal fouls, and she sat out most of the second quarter because of getting those 2 early fouls. Sophomore Andrea Payan played shortly, got 2 personal fouls, and Brittany Howie, number 33, in with 1, total of 5. No serious foul trouble for anybody, and neither team got to the bonus in the first half. The score went back and forth here. The largest lead of the game so far has been 5 points, and each team's had that lead. Upper St. Clair had it fairly early on. Then they went in a scoring drought. They didn't score for the first almost 5 minutes of the second quarter. Canon-Mac got back in the game at that point, and Upper St. Clair's 5-point lead vanished. And eventually the Lady Macs ending up with a 5-point lead of their own to finish the first half, and that's where we'll start things in the second half. The possession arrow belongs to the Upper St. Clair Panthers. They'll get the ball to start the second half, and they'll start with the same lineup to start of the game with. Sophomore Megan McLean, number 40, junior guard, number 12, Christy Gaber, back in with 2 personal fouls. 33 is junior Brittany Howie. Number 44 is reliable senior Katie Wood. And number 2, Alex Gensler, with what probably should have been a personal foul, steps on the sideline and got turnover, sends the ball right to the Lady Macs early on in the second half here. Only 7 seconds gone. And the Lady Macs on the offense again, coming across the timeline. Natasha Williams with the ball. Upper St. Clair continues with the zone defense. It looks like they're sticking with the 1-3-1 defense that held down the scoring in the first half. The pass down low went right through the 1-3-1 zone. Nice pass by the Lady Macs down low to Cameron Jones. Alex Gensler with a personal foul that time. Her first team foul of the second half. And the inbounds to Lady Macs, number 21 with a long 3-pointer. That's Jessica Fries, her first points of the game, and now an 8-point lead for the Lady Macs at 24-16 to start this half, and that came on a turnover. That time the defense was a little too tough. Brittany Taylor for the Lady Macs with a personal foul. Her first team foul, no shooting foul. That's just a plain old open court foul. Probably a foolish foul on their part, but personal foul it is, and possession stays with St. Clair. Christy Gaber with the ball. Megan McLean working out front. Alex Genser with a turnaround and heads to the baseline with an 8-foot jumper off the side of them. Katie Wood with a rebound in the putback. Brittany Howie with a rebound in the putback. Neither of which goes in. Alex Genser ends up with the ball again. There finally some offensive rebounding for the Panthers, lacking in the first half. Cameron Jones in with her first personal foul of the game and first of the half. Second team foul this half. Alex Gensler goes to the line shooting 2, drains the first one. Cutting a little bit into that 8-point Canon-Mac lead. That 7-point lead now 24-17. Alex Gensler setting up for her second free throw. Swishes that one through. Nice form. Nice result. 4 points for Alex Gensler tonight. That's the first points of the second half for the Panthers with a 6-point deficit, 24-18. 1 minute gone, third quarter. Just under 7 minutes to go. Another long three-point attempt. And another offensive rebound. Jessica Fries with that long long shot into the hands of Brittany Howie. Sophomore center, 2 field goals, total of 4 points. Christy Gaber had one gorgeous long three-pointer for total. That's it for her, total of 3 points. And sophomore Alice Genser in with 1 field goal, 2 points. For the personal foul situation, number 12, Christy Gaber, has 2 personal fouls, and she sat out most of the second quarter because of getting those 2 early fouls. Sophomore Andrea Payan played shortly, got 2 personal fouls, and Brittany Howie, number 33, in with 1, total of 5. No serious foul trouble for anybody, and neither team got to the bonus in the first half. The score went back and forth here. The largest lead of the game so far has been 5 points, and each team's had that lead. Upper St. Clair had it fairly early on. Then they went in a scoring drought. They didn't score for the first almost 5 minutes of the second quarter. Canon-McMillan got back in the game at that point, and Upper St. Clair's 5-point lead vanished. And eventually the Lady Macs ending up with a 5-point lead of their own to finish the first half, and that's where we'll start things in the second half. The possession arrow belongs to the Upper St. Clair Panthers. They'll get the ball to start the second half, and they'll start with the same lineup to start of the game with. Sophomore Megan McLean, number 40, junior guard, number 12, Christy Gaber, back in with 2 personal fouls. 33 is junior Brittany Howie. Number 44 is reliable senior Katie Wood. And number 2, Alex Gensler, with what probably should have been a personal foul, steps on the sideline and got turnover, sends the ball right to the Lady Macs early on in the second half here. Only 7 seconds gone. And the Lady Macs on the offense again, coming across the timeline. Natasha Williams with the ball. Upper St. Clair continues with the zone defense. It looks like they're sticking with the 1-3-1 defense that held down the scoring in the first half. The pass down low went right through the 1-3-1 zone. Nice pass by the Lady Macs down low to Cameron Jones. Alex Gensler with a personal foul that time. Her first team foul of the second half. And the inbounds to Lady Macs, number 21 with a long three-pointer. That's Jessica Fries, her first points of the game, and now an 8-point lead for the Lady Macs at 24-16 to start this half, and that came on a turnover. That time the defense was a little too tough. Brittany Taylor for the Lady Macs with a personal foul. Her first team foul, no shooting foul. That's just a plain old open court foul. Probably a foolish foul on their part, but personal foul it is, and possession stays with St. Clair. Christy Gaber with the ball. Megan McLean working out front. Alex Genser with a turnaround and heads to the baseline with an 8-foot jumper off the side of them. Katie Wood with a rebound in the putback. Brittany Howie with a rebound in the putback. Neither of which goes in. Alex Genser ends up with the ball again. There finally some offensive rebounding for the Panthers, lacking in the first half. Cameron Jones in with her first personal foul of the game and first of the half. Second team foul this half. Alex Gensler goes to the line shooting 2, drains the first one. Cutting a little bit into that 8-point Canon-Mac lead. That 7-point lead now 24-17. Alex Gensler setting up for her second free throw. Swishes that one through. Nice form. Nice result. 4 points for Alex Gensler tonight. That's the first points of the second half for the Panthers with a 6-point deficit, 24-18. 1 minute gone, third quarter. Just under 7 minutes to go. Another long three-point attempt. And another offensive rebound. Jessica Fries with that long shot into the hands of Brittany. 5. No serious foul trouble for anybody, and neither team got to the bonus in the first half. The score went back and forth here. The largest lead of the game so far has been 5 points, and each team's had that lead. Upper St. Clair had it fairly early on. Then they went in a scoring drought. They didn't score for the first almost 5 minutes of the second quarter. Canon-McMillan got back in the game at that point, and Upper St. Clair's 5-point lead vanished. And eventually the Lady Macs ending up with a 5-point lead of their own to finish the first half, and that's where we'll start things in the second half. The possession arrow belongs to the Upper St. Clair Panthers. They'll get the ball to start the second half, and they'll start with the same lineup to start of the game with. Sophomore Megan McLean, number 40, junior guard, number 12, Christy Gaber, back in with 2 personal fouls. 33 is junior Brittany Howie. Number 44 is reliable senior Katie Wood. And number 2, Alex Gensler, with what probably should have been a personal foul, steps on the sideline and got turnover, sends the ball right to the Lady Macs early on in the second half here. Only 7 seconds gone. And the Lady Macs on the offense again, coming across the timeline. Natasha Williams with the ball. Upper St. Clair continues with the zone defense. It looks like they're sticking with the 1-3-1 defense that held down the scoring in the first half. The pass down low went right through the 1-3-1 zone. Nice pass by the Lady Macs down low to Cameron Jones. Alex Gensler with a personal foul that time. Her first team foul of the second half. And the inbounds to Lady Macs number 21 with a long three-pointer. That's Jessica Fries, her first points of the game, and now an 8-point lead for the Lady Macs at 24-16 to start this half, and that came on a turnover. That time the defense was a little too tough. Brittany Taylor for the Lady Macs with a personal foul. Her first team foul, no shooting foul. That's just a plain old open court foul. Probably a foolish foul on their part, but personal foul it is. The possession stays with St. Clair. Christy Gaber with the ball. Megan McLean working out front. Alex Genser with a turnaround and heads to the baseline with an 8-foot jumper off the side of them. Katie Wood with the rebound in the putback. Brittany Howie with a rebound in the putback. Neither of which goes in. Alex Gensler ends up with the ball again. There finally some offensive rebounding for the Panthers, lacking in the first half. Cameron Jones in with her first personal foul of the game and first of the half. Second team foul this half. Alex Gensler goes to the line shooting two, drains the first one. Cutting a little bit into that 8-point Canon-Mac lead. That 7-point lead now 24-17. Alex Gensler setting up for her second free throw. Swishes that one through. Nice form. Nice result. 4 points for Alex Gensler tonight. That's the first points of the second half for the Panthers with a 6-point deficit, 24-18. 1 minute gone, third quarter. Just under 7 minutes to go. Another long three-point attempt. And another offensive rebound. Jessica Fries with that long shot. Another Canon-Mac offensive rebound, and there's Jessica one more time. That one clatters off the rim into the hands of Christy Gaber and ultimately Megan McLean, bringing it across the timeline. Christy Gaber back to sophomore Megan McLean. Christy Gaber, that man-to-man defense again. This pressure man-to-man by Canon-Mac has given the St. Clair Panthers fits. Megan McLean, a long three-pointer by reliable Christy Gaber. Drains that one, swishes it right through nothing but net. 6 points for Christy and cuts the Canon-Mac lead now to 24-21. 2 minutes gone here. Third quarter. Canon-Mac with the ball against the 1-3-1 Upper St. Clair zone. Jessica Fries again from the baseline. I thought she might pull that one up for a shot. Did not. Dribbling into trouble that time, and it results in an Upper St. Clair turnover. Cameron Jones got into trouble down low. Alex Gensler with a gorgeous layup, and this will be a timeout by the Lady Macs. Sort of cool down the Panthers here. Works against the Panthers, but one very, very nice 7-point run just now put on by the Panthers. Pretty much starring Alex Gensler and some very nice ball work. 4 points this half for Alex Gensler, wrapped around a very nice three-pointer by Christy Gaber. Brings this deficit now to a 1-point game, 24-23 Lady Macs, with just under 6 minutes to go third quarter. It is what started to be some pretty good action here. We saw back and forth action in the second quarter here after a kind of a rocky start to the first quarter. And we've got the same level of action going on here. Something tells me things might be about to break here. Any substitutions? No, looks like the same five is on the floor. Mike Vano having a conversation with Brittany Howie just before getting started here. Ernie Kuntz runs things over on the bench, but he's assisted by Mike Vano and Fred Lease. And they seem to have gotten their troops charged up here after that initial second half turnover. It's been a 7-point run by the St. Clair Panthers. Let's see if they can get this ball back and make it a 9-point run. Why not? 5:45 left, third quarter. Natasha Williams got the ball over to Brittany Taylor. Jessica Fries back out to Brittany Taylor. Natasha out front again. Cross-court pass, and Alex Gensler rips that one down. See if she can get to the layup wire off the glass and in. against the Natasha Williams defense. Alex Gensler has become on fire here all of a sudden with 6 third-quarter points. Then the St. Clair Panthers have the lead back at 25-24 on that nice little bit of action right there off an Upper St. Clair hand and inbounds to the Lady Macs under their own basket. That's Brittany Taylor bringing the ball in. Cameron Jones out to Natasha Williams. Jessica Fries left side against the 1-3-1 trapping zone. Jessica Fries with a long three-point attempt, clatters off the rim, but yet another offensive rebound. Natasha Williams that time. Box out by Megan McLean results in a rebound for Upper St. Clair finally to break that string of offensive rebounds. 5 minutes to go now. Third quarter, 1 point Upper St. Clair lead at 25-24. Christy Gaber with the ball out front. Alex Gensler up, fumbled it, gets it right back. Jessica Fries got a hand on that one. Nice ball control by Alex Gensler, circles around down low. Katie Wood down low with an 8-footer off the rim, and Brittany Howie with the rebound attempt shovels it out of bounds, and the ball goes back to the Lady Macs. Lauren Amrine back on the floor for Canon-Mac. Jessica Fries will take a break. I know we'll see her again. Natasha Williams edges the ball in the backcourt up across the timeline. 4:30 left, third quarter, 1 point Panther lead at 25-24. 1-3-1 is given Lady Macs fits of that long three-pointers about all they've got here. What luck there. Natasha Williams dribble the ball right into traffic, off some hands and right back into the Lady Macs hands, and ends up with a personal foul. Brittany Howie ends up committing the personal foul, a habeas corpus foul. Her second personal, second team foul of the half, but it results in 2 free throws for Jessica Schreffler. Clatters the first one off the right side. She'll get a second. Clatters off the rim into the hands of Alex Gensler. Just over 4 minutes left now, halfway through the third quarter. Upper St. Clair has gotten the lead back here. Outscored the Lady Macs by 6 this quarter. 25-24. Katie Wood, top of the key. Dribbles down left, tore the bucket off the glass, off the rim, and no good. Rebound. Brittany Howie got in a wrestling match with Cameron Jones for that rebound. Let's see, that foul looks to be on Brittany Howie with a grabbing foul. That's her third foul now. That puts her in a little bit of foul trouble here early in the third quarter. Third team foul this half. Guards out front looking for some action down low. Back out to Natasha Williams for a long three-pointer, 22. And once again, offensive rebounding for Canon-Mac has been just sensational. Brittany Taylor with that one, but could not convert the layup. But there's Christy Gaber after Brittany Howe at the free throw line. She got hammered. No foul called there. Rebound in the hands of the Lady Macs. And the long arms of Alex Gensler steal another one, and Christy Gaber zagged the ball, zigged. Alex Gensler got a little bit overzealous that time. She probably would have been better served to hang on to that ball and set up the half-court offense. Didn't quite work out that way, and the turnover heads back to the Lady Macs. Brittany Howie takes a spot on the bench right now, and number 20, that's sophomore Andrea Payan, checks in for her. 1-3-1 zone again for the Panthers. Andrea Payan running the baseline. Natasha Williams, nothing there. But she thinks there's something there from about 10 feet, and sure enough, there was. Drains a very nice looking jumper right there. And the lead seesaws back and forth now. Lady Macs with a 1 point lead. Megan McLean up across the timeline. For the Panthers, 2:44 left. Andrea Payan with a baseline three-pointer. Drains it from the corner. That's a tough shot from down there. And that's Andrea's first 3 points of the night and a 2-point St. Clair lead. Cameron Jones with that baseline jumper trying to duplicate what Andrea did. No good. Came off the rim into the hands of Upper St. Clair with that rebound. Christy Gaber out high to Alex Gensler. Gets the ball back off of Canon-Mac foot. Nothing there. A little bit of a wrestling match down low. The crowd's getting agitated here, but it all looks legit to me. And some of this could go either way. And that rebound ends up in the hands of senior Katie Wood. And sure enough, St. Clair comes away with the ball. Cameron Jones called for that personal foul. Her second. Third team foul this half. Each team has 3. Number 11, Emily Miller, is checked back at senior. Emily Miller has checked back in for the Lady Macs. Upper St. Clair gets the ball across the timeline. Andrea Payan down low for an 8-foot jumper. Drains that one through. And Andrea Payan's got 2 very nice buckets back-to-back here. Stretching out the Panther lead now to 30-26, 4-point lead. 1:46 left, third quarter. Natasha Williams back out to Emily Miller. Way out long. Brittany Taylor didn't convert that one, but the offensive rebound yet again. This one by Jessica Schreffler. Heads up for a layup and draws a personal foul. That one on number 40. That's Megan McLean, her first personal. That's a 4th team foul this half. Still no danger there, but it is a 2-shot foul for Jessica Schreffler. Makes that one. She had missed her first 2. Now 1 for 3 from the line. Substitution. Jessica Fries back on the floor, and Emily Miller takes a seat. She'll be back. And Jessica Schreffler sets up for her second free throw. 3-point Panther lead, 30-27. Clatters that one off the rim. Andrea Payan, and back out into the hands of Megan McLean, looking to find her way down the floor. Christy Gaber dribbles across the timeline down to Alex Genster. Headed toward the back. Headed toward the basket. Nice recovery. Good presence of mind by Alex Genster there to keep focused on that ball and had a chance to get away from her. St. Clair maintains the possession with 1:15 left, third quarter. And a 3-point Panther lead. Alex Genster out high. Megan McLean looking for help down low. Against the man-to-man. It's been that way all game long. The man-to-man defense of the Canon-Mac Lady Macs. Alex Genster with a 3-point bucket off the rim, off the hand of Katie Wood, into the hands of Canon-Mac's Jessica Fries, who brings the ball across the timeline herself. Headed down the floor looking for help. Natasha Williams left side. No shot there. Christy Gaber's all over her. 44 seconds left, third quarter. 3-point Lady Mac deficit right now. They're going to hold for the last shot. They don't look too anxious to get that ball toward the bucket. But Natasha Williams takes it anyway with a nice 8-foot jumper off the front of the rim into the hands of Megan McLean. And this gives us Upper St. Clair Panthers last shot. Mike Vano has called for the 1. They're probably going to work for the last shot now. 23 seconds left, third quarter. 3-point Panther lead. Christy Gaber against the man-to-man. Alex against her left side. Katie Wood asking for the ball down low. 10 seconds to go now. Need to be making a rush toward the basket. Alex Genster out high. Andrea Payan down low from 12 feet. Over to Megan McLean to Katie Wood with left-hander. And out, doesn't quite get it over the rim. Katie Wood had a real good look at it, but came up about 4 inches short of having a 5-point lead for the Panthers into third quarter. It ends with a Panther lead anyway at 30-27 in an action-packed third quarter. A quarter when the Lady Macs scored only 6 points, with the Panthers coming up with a whopping 14. They turned a 5-point deficit at halftime into a 3-point lead, with Alex Genster leading the way this quarter with 6 points, 2 of 2 from the line, and 2 very nice field goals. Christy Gaber throwing in her second 3-pointer of the night from way downtown. And Andrea Payan with a 3-pointer of her own from the baseline and a field goal to go with it for 5 points for Andrea for the quarter. That adds up to 13. And Upper St. Clair's got momentum heading into this fourth quarter now with a 30-27 lead. Only Brittany Howie, who's not on the floor right now in any foul trouble with 3 personal fouls. And the 1-3-1 zone now is something the Panthers are going to have to use to keep that 3-point action down from the Lady Macs. This promises to be a rollicking fourth quarter, I think. There hasn't been an awful lot of scoring, but there has been a great deal of action and some emotional fans here from both sides. Natasha Williams brings that ball across the timeline. She's setting up. There's a 3-pointer, about a 21-footer off the front of the rim, short, but an offensive rebound. Cameron Jones again with the and another offensive rebound on the air ball. Alex Genster finally comes down with the ball for Upper St. Clair. This offensive rebounding has really been quite something for Canon-Mac. That has definitely kept them in this game. Well, you can get 2 or 3 cracks at the basket every time you head down the floor. That's a real bonus. Alex Genster into Andrea Payan. Looks like Cameron Jones with the foul from behind. We'll confirm that in just a minute. Sure enough, that is number 24, Cameron Jones. Her third personal this half. Fourth team foul for the Lady Macs. 7:20 remaining in the game. 3-point Upper St. Clair lead. Megan McLean looking for some help. Back out way high to Christy Gaber. Alex Gensler left side down to Andrea Payan. Takes a shot attempt and got a double block that time. Brittany Taylor probably the primary character. She takes the ball coast to coast. Bucket. Good and one. Christy Gaber commits the personal foul on the drive, trying to prevent what happened. That's her third personal. Sixth team foul for the Panthers. Three-point play not converted by the Lady Macs. Brittany Taylor misses the free throw. St. Clair with the rebound and a one-point lead at 30-29. Megan McLean with a two-pointer off the back of the rim, off the backboard and into the hands of who else but Canon-McMillan. That's Jessica Schreffler with the rebound. Natasha Williams bringing it across the timeline. Natasha gets the ball back, penetrates the lane, takes about an 8-foot jumper, no good. And another offensive rebound. Cameron Jones at this time puts it up short. Alex Gensler with the rebound. Cameron Jones knocks it out of her hands, out of bounds, and ball to the Panthers. But they'll be up against this full court zone pressure. Looks like a diamond type of a defense, a trapping zone full court pressure. Just that ball's just playing out of bounds. No foul that time. Andrea Payan, sophomore, takes a seat on the bench, and Brittany Howie's back on the floor with 3 personal fouls with 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the game here. St. Clair successfully gets the ball in. Megan McLean to Brittany Howie. Alex Gensler at the timeline over to Christy Gaber. Headed toward the bucket, pulls up for an 8-foot jumper off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Cameron Jones of Canon-Mac. Pulls up at the timeline. Natasha Williams with the ball, took an extra step there, not called. Sets up for Alex Gensler, won't let her have that. The long arms of Alex Gensler won't let that happen. Jessica Frews with the long baseline, 3-point attempt, finds nothing but air. Nobody with the air ball chant here tonight, but St. Clair gets another chance to build this lead back. It's down to 1 at 30-29. Katie Wood down low with the left hand, put up, no good, but Brittany Howie comes down with it, looking for Katie Wood again on the baseline. Megan McLean with a left-handed jumper up and nothing but backboard that time. A little long on it. Canon-McMillan with a rebound. Cameron Jones would run in the ball the entire length of the floor. Walk called, happy feet, steps called on number 22, Brittany Taylor that time. Very fortunate for the Panthers, but I got to tell you, that's exactly what happened here. She got that ball and backed up 2 steps before putting the ball up. And no bucket, turnover, ball comes back to the Panthers. Well, Christy Gaber took a shuffle step there. She could have been called for that too, but that clatters off the front of the rim. And Canon-Mac hustles it back in the forecourt with just over 5 minutes to go in this game and a 1-point Panther lead. Natasha Williams, the poke check by Christy Gaber, but the ball goes back to Canon-Mac, and that time Cameron Jones in with a 2-point drive and a foul on number 2. Brittany Howie with her 4th personal, 3rd this half, 7th team foul for the Panthers. That puts them into the bonus. It doesn't apply here. The Cameron Jones just gets the 1. And completes the 3-point play. 7 points tonight for Cameron Jones. Lauren Amrine back on the floor for the Lady Macs. Cameron Jones takes a seat on the bench. Brittany Howie still out there with 4 personal fouls. Alex Gensler into Katie Wood. Megan McLean to Alex Gensler to Christy Gaber. Heads across the free throw line down to Katie Wood from the baseline. Drains one through. That's Katie's first points of the second half. 9 total points for Katie, and brings this game's all evened up at 32 with 4 minutes 50 seconds left in the game. Natasha Williams out high, 3-point. She had a look at it. Chose not to take it. Takes a step, about a 15-footer from the left side. No good, but the offensive rebound by the Lady Macs. Lauren Amrine gives them another second chance at the ball. Lauren's first bucket of the night, her 3rd point. And the Lady Macs have a 2-point lead at 34-32, 4:20 left, fourth quarter. Katie Wood down low with a left-handed move, up off the glass and off the rim, no good. Jessica Schiffler with the rebound, and back come the Lady Macs. Hop step doesn't quite work for Natasha Williams that time. Brittany Howie comes down with that air ball rebound. Christy Gaber gets the ball, pulls up, looks for help. And that help, he thought was Alex Getz. Oh, it's off a Canon-Mac hand. Nice bonus. The ref had a much better look at it than I did, but somebody from Canon-Mac tipped that ball on its flight to Alex Gensler. Ball stays the possession of Upper St. Clair. Alex Gensler looking for help down low. Katie Wood way out high. Megan McLean finds Alex Gensler cutting down low. Ball blocked. Oh, blocked by Brittany Taylor. Alex Gensler got it right back and dribbled it off her foot and out of bounds. Ball to the Lady Macs. Number 11, Emily Miller checks back in for the Lady Macs, and Lauren Amrine takes his seat on the bench. 3:45 left in this contest. 2-point Lady Mac lead, 34-32. And Lady Macs with the ball. Natasha Williams out front. Way out front. She's wide open. Looks like she'll take the three and clatter off the rim. But yeah, not so amazing anymore. But an offensive rebound. Brittany Taylor snatches that one out of the air. Canon-Mac gets to reset and gets another shot at it. That's a long two-pointer by Brittany Taylor. 10 points for Brittany now. And it's a 4-point Canon-Mac lead. Cameron Jones, number 24, back on the floor for Canon-Mac. Jessica Schreffler takes a seat on the bench. 3:12 left. 4-point St. Clair deficit now. 36-32 Lady Macs. Christy Gaber with the ball. Megan McLean left side against this man-to-man pressure that's been bugging the Panthers all night. Alex gets with a pretty crossover dribble off the glass. No good. Gets her own rebound twice. This time gets to Katie Wood for an 8-footer off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Brittany Taylor, and this Natasha Williams on the left side coming down the floor. Nothing there. Brittany Howie Wood up way high for the rebound. And Megan McLean pushes it up across the timeline. Katie Wood comes down with it in the lane. Maintains the dribble. Christy Gaber way out front with a three-pointer. Comes up to the left side. Brittany Howie gets the ball back. Puts it right back up in the bucket and draws the foul. Jessica Schreffler. Nope, not Jessica Schreffler. She wasn't on the floor. Howie. Brittany Howie completes a three-point play and a 1-point deficit. Yep, I don't know who that foul was on. It was not on Jessica Schreffler. Canon-Mac, right side. Brittany Taylor with the ball. Natasha Williams down low, but Alex Gensler won't let that bow. Brittany Howie should have made a grip for it. She didn't. But it went off Alex Gensler's hand, out of bounds. Jessica Schreffler back on the floor. Emily Miller takes a seat on the bench. The Lady Macs inbounding under their own basket with 2:12 left in the game and a 1-point Canon-Mac lead, 36-35. Jessica Fries back out to Natasha Williams. Alex Gensler had a good look at that, didn't come away with it though. Back out front to Natasha Williams, no good. Looks like a personal foul called. That personal foul was on number 33, Brittany Howie, coming over the top. I didn't quite see it that way, but what do I know? I'm sitting way up here, and if that still holds, that's Brittany Howie's 5th personal foul and sends Jessica Schreffler to the line. I'll know if it's 2 or if it's 1-1 in just a minute here. Sophomore Andrea Pion back on the floor for the Panthers, number 20. It is a 1-1. That foul was on the floor, but it is a bonus. Jessica Schreffler tonight is 1 for 3 from the line. 1 for 4 from the line. Makes the front end of that 1-1 though. 2 for 5. That's 4 points for Jessica. and a 2-point Lady Mac lead with just under 2 minutes to go in the game. She lines up for the second one. Away, all the way around and in, and stays in. 30-second timeout for the Lady Macs to set up here. See what they're going to do for the last 2 minutes of this game. They're going to, I imagine if they get the ball, they're going to hold on to it, and it's up to St. Clair to force the action here. They've got fouls to give. Something tells me they're going to give them here to at least make the Lady Macs hit for the free throw line as this game comes to a conclusion. Overall, from the free throw line, the Lady Macs, they're 7 for 12, just over 50% from the free throw line for the game. I wonder how the Panthers have been doing here. Let's say they haven't been to the line very much, but they are 4 for 5 from the line, so the free throw percentage favors the Panthers right now. If the Lady Macs have any thoughts about sending St. Clair to the line. Megan McLean now looking down low. There's Alex Gensler against the Brittany Taylor defense. Down low to Andrea Payan. The personal foul looks like Cameron Jones. That's nice if that's true. Sure enough, that's Cameron Jones. All 4 of her personal fouls have been in this half. 6 team fouls for the Canon-Mac Lady Macs, so they'll be in the bonus next foul. Andrea Payan at the free throw line to Katie Wood. Back to Andrea Payan. Cameron Jones with a hand in there. Knocks the ball out of bounds, and the Panthers will be bringing it in under their own basket. 3-point deficit here. 1:37 left to go. Alex Gensler looking for help, looking for the inlet. To Megan McLean, to Katie Wood. Alex Gensler settles it down up front. There is some time to burn here, but they got 3 points to make up in a hurry here. Alex Gensler, right side outside the 3-point line, hits to the bucket. Oh, there's a free lane to get there, and the gorgeous reverse layup by Alex. Nobody stood in their way. Why not head there? It's a 1-point game now. 38-37, Lady Macs, 1:09 to go. Jessica Schreffler had the ball down low. Chose not to do anything with it. So there's the turnover. That's what the St. Clair Panthers needed. You play with your hands in the air and good things happen. Brittany Taylor had the ball, was going to pass it across court, dragged her foot before she got rid of the ball, and that turnover sends the ball back to the Panthers with just over a minute left and a 1-point deficit. 38-37 lead for the Lady Macs. Looks like an injury of some kind. Natasha Williams seems to have twisted her ankle. Wasn't sure if she stepped on somebody or landed funny when she tried to make that pass. No matter, it's ball Upper St. Clair with 1 minute left in this game, needing 1 point to tie, 2 to lead, and maybe win the doggone thing. Christy Gabriel left side, looking down low to Alex Gensler. Looking for space. Christy Gabriel out high. Alex Gensler. They're going to probably try to use all the time they can here. Megan McLean with a wild left-handed shot from the lane. Rolls off her hand and out of bounds. Katie Wood dove for that ball. Gave it a great effort, but it was off her hand last. Out of bounds to the Lady Macs. And the Panthers set up. They'll pick the ball up at half court here. My guess is they'll try to foul somebody. A likely candidate would be Jessica Schreffler. Is only 3 for 6 from the line. With 32 seconds left. Canon-McMillan takes the timeout. They got the ball right across half court, and Lady Macs take a full timeout here to set up their final play or plays. That was a tough one. A very awkward shot by Megan McLean. Had a shot at it if she'd had about a foot more on it. She might have been able to get that one over the rim. Didn't. It fell into a whole bunch of hands and edged itself out of bounds right in front of the St. Clair bench, and that means the Lady Macs have the ball and a 1-point lead with 31 seconds to go in the game. Ernie Kuntz is setting up what he wants to do defense-wise for this final 31 seconds of the game. A steal would be nice. A personal foul if they have to. The best free throw shooter so far for the night has been Natasha Williams for the Canon-Mac Lady Macs. 2 for 2 from the line. Emily Miller is 0 for 1. Brittany Taylor, number 22, is 0 for 1. Cameron Jones is 1 for 1. She completed a 3-point play. Jessica Schreffler, 3 for 6. and Lauren Amrine 1 for 2. So they don't have any, they need to just, I imagine, I got Natasha Williams after that ankle injury is back on the floor and looks to be their best free throw shooter. Jessica Schreffler brings the ball in at half court for the Lady Macs. Into the backcourt, there's Natasha Williams. There's the turnover we needed. Natasha lofts the ball into the second deck here at Upper St. Clair High School, giving the ball right back to St. Clair, and they wisely use a timeout. They'll take a full timeout now. That's the turnover the Panthers needed. Now they have the chance to set up the final play with 26 seconds to go in the game here and a 1-point deficit. One little layup, 1 8-foot jumper is all it's going to take to win this one for the Panthers. But it's that tough pressure, man-to-man defense that the Lady Macs have put on all night. It's not going to be an easy job, but the Panthers have done it. Their inside game has been quite good tonight. And should it come to fouls, because now the St. Clair Panthers are in the bonus as well, if Canon-Mac chooses to foul. Haven't got much to go on tonight. Alex Gensler's 2 for 2 from the line. Brittany Howie 1 for 1, but she's fouled out. She's no longer a factor in this game. And Katie Wood 1 for 2 from the line. That's the only reference we've got tonight. St. Clair Panthers have discussed all they're going to discuss. They break the huddle and come out with the 5 they just left. That's senior Katie Wood, number 44. Junior Christy Gaber, and 3 sophomores. Number 2, Alex Gensler. Number 40, Megan McLean. And number 20, Andrea Payan. And let's see what Ernie Kuntz has up his sleeve. The Lady Macs do not have the full court pressure on. They'll pick the ball up at half court. Staying in the man-to-man. Megan McLean. Alex Gensler with a stutter step dribble. 8-foot jumper and in. Alex Gensler drains one. 14 seconds left and a 1-point Upper St. Clair Panther lead. And a turnover. I wasn't quite watching that, but it looks like whoever was bringing the ball in stepped across the end line. Double bonus for the Panthers. They get the ball right back after the bucket, and they've got a 39-38 lead with Alex Gensler coming through again in the clutch. 10 points for her this half, 12 in the game to lead all scorers. And that is just what the doctor ordered. All the Panthers really have to do is get the ball in successfully. My guess is the Lady Macs will be fouling and putting the Panthers on the free throw line and make them win this thing from there. And those are pretty sure shots. If I remember now, if Christy Gaber's in, she's pretty accurate from long range and a good free throw shooter. Katie Wood is an excellent free throw shooter. Alex Gensler's good. Yeah, my guess is that's Megan McLean throwing the ball in to 3 of the better free throw shooters on the team. They've got the box inlet play set up. Megan McLean looking for the inbounds. Comes right into Katie Wood. That's a good play. That's Jessica Schreffler with the personal. That's Jessica's 3rd. 7th team foul puts Upper St. Clair in the bonus. And senior Katie Wood gets to the free throw line, shooting 1-1 now with just under 12 seconds to go in the game. The left-handed Katie Wood puts it up and in and out all the way around the rim. Rebound comes right back to her. Well, that worked out fine, didn't it? Finally an offensive rebound for the Panthers. Right back to Katie Wood. And Brittany Taylor with the habeas corpus foul this time. And Katie Wood gets another chance and took 3 seconds off the clock in the process. Drains that one through the front end of that 1-1. For a 2-point Panther lead, then one more could be the insurance we need. 40-38, 9 seconds left, and drains it through. Swish, nothing but net. Upper St. Clair takes a 30-second timeout now to set up the defense. What they have to avoid is a long, successful 3-point shot. Also, if Canon-Mac has any designs to drive to the bucket, the last thing they want to do is add one to what might be a successful layup. I imagine there's only one shot left. Canon-Mac's going to get one shot at it. If they get the ball toward the lane, my guess is St. Clair's going to let them go and not foul, not give them the 3-point opportunity, give them the 2-point bucket, but not commit the foul to give them that 3rd point. We'll know as soon as they pass the ball and whether they've set up a 3-point shot, low percentage shot, but it's been pretty successful tonight for Natasha Williams at least. She's got 2 of them. Jessica Fries, number 22, has 1, and that's it. That's the only 3 the Lady Macs have had all night. But if the Panthers are wise, they will not commit a foul this time. More good news is that the Lady Macs have to go the full length of the floor with this 9.4 seconds and try to get themselves a decent shot. Let's see how St. Clair sets up now. Same 5 who were just on the floor. They'll spread the floor at half court here and not let anything come in long. And clock starts. 8 seconds to go. Timeout. They get the ball across half court. Timeout. Lady Macs with just over 7 seconds left in the game. 7.3 seconds. And a 3-point lead for the Upper St. Clair Panthers in this, their 4th section game of the year for each. It's been an exciting contest here with the lead going back and forth and things just working out for the homestanding Panthers here to finish off the game. It'd be great to see them come through with a victory here. We'll just see what Canon-McMillan got up their sleeve. They're taking a full timeout. I don't know what they didn't have time to talk about before in the full timeout they just had. But this promises to be a pretty interesting finish here. On the floor, same defense. Upper St. Clair's got the same 5 on the floor. And it looks like pretty much the Canon-Mac Lady Macs have the same 5 they started the entire game with. We're right back where we started 32 playing minutes ago. 31:53 to be exact. Jessica Schreffler with the ball inbounds. She gets the ball back out front. Cameron Jones with a long, wild 3-pointer. No good. Alex Gensler down with a rebound. And that will do it. The defense for the Upper St. Clair Panthers didn't give them a shot at the end of the game, and it works out. And the crowd, at least the St. Clair crowd, goes home happy with a 41-38 victory. Alex Gensler being the main factor here in the second half with 10 second half points. The 1-3-1 zone defense for the Panthers works out great. And it's 41-38. That evens Upper St. Clair's section record at 2-2 and brings their overall record to 7-4. It's been our pleasure to bring you this game tonight. My name is Kevin McGahey. My cameraman's been Nate Rubin. Thanks for joining us. Stick with Upper St. Clair girls basketball. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching Cable 7.